Alright, Debbie, I need you to look too. Serving ladies. No, just sorry. Ready? 1, 2, 4.
Yeah. Otherwise, maybe I should do that and come back real quick.
Alright, Debbie, I need you to look too. Serving ladies. No, just sorry. Ready? 1, 2, 4.
Yeah. Otherwise, maybe I should do that and come back real quick. I'll do a little bit of. That would be what kind of call? That would be first person or third person.
Alright, everybody ready?
Hi, Mayor.
Hello? Sorry. So, I guess, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. All right, so I guess we'll get started. Maybe I'll turn this down a little bit. Let's see, how's that? Okay. Maybe I'll just try to be a little bit closer and then speak up. Okay. So, good evening. Thanks everyone for coming tonight. I appreciate everyone coming here to help us celebrate our 110th anniversary of the library. I'm glad that you've all taken time out of your busy schedules to come and celebrate this wonderful library and its milestone of serving the Jefferson community for 110 years. So, in 1907, the citizens of Jefferson recognized the need for a free public library, and with the help from community groups such as the Locals Women's Club and the Promoters Club, as well as area business owners and city council, the idea of a library became a reality. The library first opened its doors on November 7, 1907, above Robish's hardware store with 392 books. However, it didn't take long to realize that the library needed its own building. So the community banded together to solicit donations and received $10,000 from the Andrew Carnegie Foundation. Then, on Thanksgiving Day in 1911, the Jefferson Free Public Library held its dedication ceremony and opened the Carnegie Building to the public, where the library continued to serve the public for the next 74 years. The library eventually outgrew the Carnegie Building and the needs of a growing community. It was time to either remodel, construct an addition, or relocate. And after many considerations, the city decided to relocate. This was not an easy endeavor, as it took the whole community to once again band together to build a new library. In 1985, construction began for the new library, and it has undergone many transformations over the past 36 years. When the doors opened, there was only one computer in the building, and now we have 25. VHS and cassette tapes are no longer available. Now patrons check out DVDs and Nintendo Switch games. And of course, we have books. We have lots of books. But now, patrons have digital access to not only books, but magazines, TV shows, music, and movies, all in the palm of their hands. From our humble beginnings above a hardware store with only 392 books to the current library with over 44,000 items, we will strive to continue serving the Jefferson community by adapting to whatever the future may hold. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Mayor of Jefferson, Mayor Dale Opperman.
Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate it. I'd like to share with you all, first of all, welcome. Thank you for coming. It's great to be able to celebrate this occasion, and it's really, truly a milestone for Jefferson and our community and the services that our library provides. So I'll share with you the proclamation that we read at the council meeting the other night. Whereas the Women's Club of Jefferson founded and opened the first library on November 7th, 1907 above Globish's hardware store. And whereas on February 28, 1908, the Wisconsin Free Library Commission made 3 recommendations to the library board, one of which was to secure a library building, and the members of the Promoters Club secured a site on the corner of Main and Milwaukee Streets and presented it to the library board. Whereas on November 10th, 1908, the library board offered the library to the city of Jefferson, and the Common Council accepted financial responsibility by creating a separate fund for library expenditures. And whereas the library board applied for a sum of $10,000, the estimated cost of the building plus furniture for the construction of a new library in Jefferson. And upon receiving the grant, construction began in March of 1911 on the new Carnegie Library, following design requirements which were approved by Mr. Carnegie. And whereas on November 30th, 1911, a gala dedication of the Jefferson Free Public Library was held, with many distinguished guests in attendance to celebrate the opening day of the Jefferson Free Public Library. Whereas in 1985, the library moved to its current location, where it continues to provide a variety of quality educational, recreational, and cultural resources to the citizens of Jefferson and surrounding communities. Now therefore, I, Dale Opperman, Mayor of the City of Jefferson, do hereby proclaim November 30th, 2021 as Jefferson Public Library Day in the City of Jefferson, and urge Jefferson residents to join me in extending sincere congratulations and gratitude to the Jefferson Public Library by attending activities in celebration of the 110th anniversary today, throughout this month, and going forward, and by visiting the library to discover what was set in motion 110 years ago by the citizens of Jefferson and Andrew Carnegie, and continues to serve the residents of Jefferson today. It's my privilege to read this proclamation. I just want to thank everyone that's involved in the library, from the library board members for your service, certainly our library staff, Melissa, Leanne, those that have come here. I'm going to miss somebody if I start naming everyone, but please accept my personal gratitude and the gratitude of the citizens of Jefferson for the services that we provide here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Opperman. Thank you. The support coming from you and the city is greatly appreciated. We appreciate all the help and the support that we get from you and the city. So before we close, I want to do also a few thank yous. First, I want to thank the members of the library board, both past and present, for their commitment and dedication. Your guidance, continued service, and valuable contributions are greatly appreciated. I wish to also thank the members of the Friends of Jefferson Public Library for their dedication and hard work in supporting the library. And then to the Jefferson community, our library would not be what it is today if it weren't for community members like you. From the very beginning, it was the community who had a vision for a public library that would be free and open to all 110 years ago, and your continued support is what keeps the library growing and our doors open. And last but certainly not least, I want to acknowledge and thank my staff. They have worked over and above to put this wonderful celebration together, Their creative minds and dedication are second to none. I also want to thank them for their tireless efforts serving the Jefferson community, and it is a pleasure to work with such an amazing group of people. So in conclusion, over the past 110 years, the Jefferson Public Library has welcomed hundreds of thousands of visitors to this wonderful library, and here's to the next 110 years. Thank you for coming, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Help yourself to our food and beverages. Take a look at some of our artifacts, some historical documents. Enjoy our slideshow, and mingle and share stories. I've been hearing lots of different stories of I remember when, so continue to do that and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you. You remember when?